Morning, and I want you to forget about willpower, and it's time to work on why power. What am I talking about? Well, again, willpower. Forget about it. Hi, my name is McAdams. I am an author. I'm also an accounting professor and a certified life coach. I specialize in personal and small business finance, and I want to welcome you to Transform Your Life in 15 minutes. This is where we're doing 5-minute exercises, one each for the mind, the body, and the soul. We're going to be talking about willpower versus why power today. And again, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to forget about willpower. So you may be saying, well, why? What is willpower? What's going on here? What are you talking about? Well, we're talking about getting what you want, your desires, and understanding why it's such a challenge. And so a lot of times what we try to do is we try to incorporate the willpower when it comes to helping us get what it is that we want. So what is willpower? Well, willpower is actually the ability to resist the short-term gains for long-term benefits. And the reason I want you to forget about it is because it's not working, right? You're trying to do something. Let's say that you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to incorporate the willpower and it's just not working for you. And you know what they say? They say that willpower is like a muscle. Okay, so any muscle that you do, if you exercise over time, it's going to get stronger, right? But the problem is, what happens if you actually need that muscle or that willpower in order to help you do something and it's not strong enough, right? So therefore, it's not going to work. So therefore, forget about it. It's time to incorporate why power. So what is why power? Well, why power is actually connecting your why to what it is that you're doing. Now, why is why power more powerful? Well, because it actually connects your choices to your wants and your desires. Okay, so in other words, you think about why it is that you want to do whatever it is that you want to do. What is your goals? What is it that you're trying to accomplish? What is it, your desires, your dreams? And then you incorporate a why behind it, and you're going to find that that's actually more powerful. So let me kind of give you an example here. So I want you to pretend like there is a board, or like a plank, and it's probably like a foot and a half wide. And so I put it on the ground and I ask you to walk across this, maybe, let's say, I don't know, a couple 100 feet, not 100 feet, that's a long time, but maybe a few feet wide. Okay, so I ask you to walk across the plank. And you say, okay, I'll do it, no problem. So you do it with no problem. Well, that's sort of like if I say, or let's say that you tell yourself that you want to lose weight. And so one of the things that you incorporate is instead of parking close to a building, then you park farther away. Well, that's kind of like a no-brainer, right? Because a lot of times you have to do that anyway because there's no up-close parking, so you park a little farther away. So that's not really much of a challenge, right? Well, let's say that I then place that same plank across two very, very tall buildings. Now you're looking like, oh, wait a minute. Like, that's that same plank that you were able to do no problem on the ground. But when I place it on two very tall buildings, you're looking like, oh, okay, maybe not. Well, let's say that one of those buildings was burning and your child was inside of it and you had to save the child. Well, now you're like, okay, I'm walking across that plank. I mean, I know if it was my son, Corey, and he was in a burning building, I'm going to walk across. I don't care if the plank was like a half a foot wide. I'm going to walk across it to save my child. So in other words, by connecting your why to what it is you want to accomplish, if it's strong enough, if it's powerful enough, then it's going to work for you. So now let me give you the story. This is a true story. I'm not making this up for this, particular broadcast. This is actually a true story. A long time ago, I was like a teenager at the time. I had a brother-in-law. I have three sisters, and my oldest sister, she was married, and so I had a brother-in-law, and his name was Richard. And then I had an uncle, and I say had because they've both since passed. But this was this is a true story, I promise. So I had a brother-in-law, Richard, and I had an uncle. We called him Boy. Okay, and they were very close. Now, Richard was a mechanic, so he liked to work on cars, and Boy used to like to work with him, so they worked together on cars. Well, one time, Boy was underneath the car, and I think Richard was like underneath the hood and stuff, and all of a sudden, the car fell on top of Boy, on my uncle. So the car fell on top of my uncle, and without thinking, my brother-in-law literally picked up the car off of my uncle and was able to free my uncle. Now, my brother-in-law, he's not like this burly, he wasn't like this big burly man. He was a small guy. He's probably maybe like 5'9", I don't even think 5'10", maybe 5'9" at the most, and maybe, 100 and, 40, 50, 60 pounds. In other words, he was a small guy. But literally, he picked up that car off of my uncle to free him. Why? Because his why power. The why power is so strong. So if you attach a big enough why to what it is that you want to accomplish or desire, it will have you accomplish the seemingly impossible. Okay, so as you go through your life and as you set your goals, or you have your wants, your desires, your challenges, attach a why to it. And if your why is big enough, okay, it will get you to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. All right, so hopefully this was helpful for you. And guys, I promise that was a true story. I wasn't making this up. This is a true story. You can ask any of my family members. We all know about that. But anyway, so again, attach to why power, and it's going to have you do something that's seemingly powerful. But again, seemingly impossible. But your why needs to be strong and powerful enough. And if you attach that to what it is that you want, your desire, your choices are going to be that much closer to your wants and your desire. All right. So how you guys doing? Good, hopefully. This is a great, Tuesday morning. Gosh, we are moving on now. Just the other day, it was like Saturday, and now it's Tuesday. So I hope you guys are enjoying these days. And, in this transformation, it's a step-by-step challenge. We're talking about taking little small choices and smart choices and doing something consistently over time. So what I'm hoping is, when I got up this morning, my iPad only had like a little bit of juice on it. So I'm hoping I have enough for this broadcast. So I started charging it up just before the broadcast. So hopefully it'll last. If it cuts off, I'm sorry. But it shouldn't, right? We got enough juice in here. All right, so hopefully everything's going good for you guys. By the way, I want to hear from you guys. Are like really quiet. I know it's like, okay, P, what do you want me to say? And most of the time, you guys are talking to me offline, which I appreciate. And I do try to get back to you. And sometimes I even like kind of call out your instances on this live broadcast. But I do appreciate the conversations and hearing about your stories and your successes and your questions and everything like that. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get into yoga, in the yoga pose. And give me a second here. I'm actually doing like multitasking, which is not a good thing, guys. We've been taught to multitask, but really should be focused on one thing. But if I focus on this, so I got to focus on that. Okay, give me a second here. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our yoga. Now, in the yoga today, let's start in gate pose. And so gate pose is you're kneeling, you're sitting on your knees. So you're sitting on your hands, your knees. So your knees are bent and you're sitting on your heels, basically. All right, so we're going to start off in gate pose, and you're going to take a couple of deep breaths there. And again, as you're taking your deep breaths, you're going internal, seeing what's going on. I like to say this over and over again, right? Repetition is the mother of learning. All right, and so get internal, see what's going on inside, any negativity, any stress, any pains, whatever is going on, tightness, just figure out what's going on. It's a new morning, brand new, beautiful day. See what's going on with you in this present moment. Don't think about the past. Don't think about the future. Don't think about what it is that you have to do. Just enjoy this moment in the now, in the here. Okay, so take a couple deep breaths. At the same time, I want you to set your intention, what it is that you want to accomplish for this next 5 minutes during our yoga practice. And then immediately after yoga, we're going to be doing our 2-minute drill practice that we talked about yesterday. And just in case you're just now joining us, what we're going to be doing immediately after yoga is we're going to go into a meditation. And this is just a 2-minute meditation designed to help you, those of you that are beginners, because I've been asked a lot on offline with people saying, well, I love your 5 minutes, but it's so hard for me to just concentrate even on the 5 minutes. And even though I say, remember, it's not about it is about trying to concentrate for the full 5 minutes, but it's like anything else. The very first time that you're doing anything, it's going to be challenging for you, and you're not going to accomplish it, which is why I used to always say, within that 5 minutes, if you got 12 seconds of just clearness, where you're just able to focus on your breath for 12 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever the amount of time is, celebrate that, okay? It's not like you're going to just go out and start meditating and it's going to work perfectly for you. You haven't been doing this for a while, and there's a lot of chatter going on in your mind. Remember, we had like 70,000 thoughts going on throughout a day, 70,000, that's a lot of thoughts that just constantly paging your brain and your thoughts, okay? So if you have all these things going on and all of a sudden you're trying to clear it, it's not going to clear that easily, right? So you got to be patient with yourself and practice. And that's why I say yoga and also meditation is a practice, because it's something that you do on a daily basis. And over time, then you'll get to the point where 5 minutes will be no problem for you, where you can go longer. But it may take you several months. I mean, it could even take a year. It could take a long time. It's a practice. But it shouldn't take you a year. But depending on how often you do it, right, it really can. But to understand that, so in this 2-minute practice, what we're going to be doing is we're going to just be breathing. You're going to be focusing on your breath, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth, and you're going to be counting your exhalations. Okay, so count your exhalations. So basically, you breathe 1, 2, like that. But you're counting internally, right? So you're not counting out loud. You're counting internally, and you're focusing on your breath. Now, anytime your mind gets distracted, it doesn't matter if it's internal with your thoughts or external with sounds. If your mind gets distracted or you find yourself wondering, thinking about something else, then you start all over again. You start back to 1. So I don't care if you got up to number 5, you start back over to number 1. You're just going to do that for 2 minutes. And this is just, like I said, a small drill that's going to help you. For those of you that are beginning meditators, it's going to help you. And even as an experienced meditator, I still do this practice as well. So like, for instance, if I'm throughout my day and I don't really have time to really go, because usually I meditate like twice a day for about 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes at a time. But throughout the day, I'm constantly doing this 2-minute practice because, again, my thoughts are coming just like yours, and it's a practice just like it is for me, just like it is for you, okay? So we're going to be doing that 2-minute practice, and I'll try to come back a little bit before the in between the yoga and meditation to talk, but not too much, okay? So just remember what we're going to be doing. I have my little sign I'll hold up to let you know we're doing our 2-minute practice. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the gate, to the pose, and you're sitting on your hands and knees. Not hands and knees. You're sitting on you're kneeling on your heels. All right, let's get started. So again, give me a couple of deep breaths here. Set your intention. All right, let's go ahead and come up onto your knees. And I want you to extend that right leg out. And I want you to take that left arm up as you inhale, and as you exhale, I want you to slide that right arm down your shin, take that left arm up and over. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Do it again, deep breath, inhaling and exhaling. Go ahead and turn back to the knees and extend the opposite leg out. And again, the arm goes down your shin, so the opposite arm comes up as you take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, take it over. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and take a deep breath as you exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, let's go ahead and return back. Push your knees down. And let's go ahead and take it to the tabletop. Draw the breath in, and as you exhale, round through the spine, tuck the pelvic under. As you inhale, head and chest comes forward, tailbone sticks out, and as you exhale, round through the spine. One more time, nice deep breath. This time as you exhale, I want you to curl your toes under, and let's take it to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Savasana. Go ahead and start pedaling your legs. All right, go ahead and take those heels down, and let's go ahead and walk our feet toward our palms. And then slowly round it up, taking it one vertebrae at a time, making sure that your head is relaxed to rise. And let's come to Tadasana, mountain pose. So your feet are about hip distance apart or feet together. Your shoulders are drawn down the back. Your head is a natural extension of the spine. You have the root growing from the bottom of your feet all the way down to Middle Earth, and it's nice and stable. And you have a string from the top of your head all the way to the ceiling so that you're standing up nice and tall like a mountain. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Now, your next exhalation, I want you to bring those arms forward, and I want you to bend at the knees, and let's take it to the chair position right here. Now, in this chair position, you want to make sure that your head is in alignment with your bicep, and you're squeezing those thighs together. Again, your feet are together or just slightly apart. You're pressing your tailbone down toward the mat. Let's go ahead and bring together the palms together at the heart center, and as you exhale, let's go ahead and twist. All right, go ahead and release the one hand down, and the opposite arm goes up. Continue to breathe. All right, let's go ahead and bring the palms back together. Remember, place your palms together to lift up your chest. Then inhale, take it all the way up. Arch back. Exhale, dive the body forward. And we're going to look up halfway. We're going to flatten out the palms. We're going to step back, right, left into the plank. And then we're going to release our knee, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. And just kind of hold it here. And there's the inhale. We're going to take it to upper facing dog. Curl the toes under. Take it to downward facing dog. Pada Savasana. Now go ahead and step forward, right, left. Inhale, take it all the way up. Arch back from me. Exhale to the chair. Again, deep breath here. As you exhale, bring the palms together. Twist over toward the opposite side. Continue to breathe. Remember, press your palms together to lift up your chest. Now we're going to release the hand down to the floor. Opposite arm goes up. Your gaze follows your thumb. Again, unless there's too much strain and stress in your neck, feel free to look forward or to look down. Let's go ahead and place our palms together. And then return back to center. Inhale, take it all the way up. Arch back. Exhale, dive the body forward. Look up halfway. Flatten out the palms, step back, this time left, right into the plank. Release your knee, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale. And then curl the toes under, exhale. Let's go ahead and step forward, right, left, right. Inhale, take it all the way up. Arch back. Exhale to the chair. Inhale, take it up, arch back. Exhale to the chair. Inhale, take it up, arch back. Exhale to the chair. Inhale, take it up, arch back. Exhale, dive the body forward. Look up halfway. Flatten out the palms, step back, right, left into the plank. And then take it all the way down. I'm going to do a chaturanga, but I'm going to take it all the way down. Take the palms behind you. As you inhale, lift up. Lift up your feet. As you exhale, release down. As you inhale, chest comes up. Lift up your feet. Squeeze those glutes. As you exhale, release down. Let's do it again. Inhale. And exhale. This time, place your palms underneath. Curl the toes under. And let's take it to downward facing dog. Again, Adho Mukha Savasana. Go ahead and pedal those legs. Continue to breathe. All right, take that right leg, knee comes into your chest. As you inhale, as you exhale, extend that leg all the way back. And then bring that foot all the way forward towards your fingertips. Curl that left toe under. And let's take it up to Virabhadrasana 1 for Warrior 1. Inhale. And exhale. Remember, rotate your torso to the front so that you're squaring your hips. Again, you're drawing the tailbone, your hips down toward the mat. Again, the arms are overhead. Your head is in alignment with your bicep. Unless it's too much strain to stress, feel free to modify, okay, if you need to. This time, Virabhadrasana 2. Nice long extension from fingertip to fingertip. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale and exhale. Remember, it's in the morning, so I like to do movement, just kind of flow through it. Just take your time. This time, we're going to take it all the way down. Inhale. Exhale. Take your time, go all the way through. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and hold it. Then go ahead and rotate. Place the palm flat. Knee, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. To upward facing dog. Curl the toes under. Adho Mukha Savasana. Left knee comes in. And extend that leg all the way back. And then bring that foot forward toward the fingertips. Curl that right toe under, or the right heel down, and lift up. As you inhale, straighten out the legs. As you exhale, bend the knee. Again, rotate your torso so that your shoulders are square, and your hips are also square. Now, your left heel is dissecting the arch of your right foot. Again, nice long extension. Rotate the shoulders down and back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take your time. Inhale and exhale. Woo. Take your time and find the balance. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hold it here. Go ahead and rotate. Place the palms flat. Take it back to the plank. Knee, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. And then Adho Mukha Savasana. Now go ahead and walk your feet in toward your palms. Try to keep your palms flat, so if you need to, bend your knees. And let's forward fold in Uttanasana. Just kind of hold it here. Go ahead and clasp your elbows with your fingertips. Let the natural weight of the crown of your head pull your body forward. Micro knees. Lift those kneecaps, engage those quadriceps. Give a little deeper stretch on those hamstrings. As you're holding here, and the exhalation is kind of release and surrender. Release those hip flexors. Release the fingertips down. And then slowly round it up. Taking it one vertebrae at a time. Again, making sure that your head is the last to rise. Tadasana. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, dive the body forward. Place your palms flat. Step out, left, right to the edges of the mat. And as you release on the exhale, drop the tailbone down toward the mat. Bring those palms together at the heart center, using your elbows to push out in those inner thighs, Malasana. Bow your head down, give a little gratitude here as we're opening up our hips. Now go ahead and release the palms down, and then slowly start to transition yourself into a comfortable seated position, facing forward. Making sure that you're on your sits bones and off the fleshy part of your bottom. You're sitting up nice and tall, fingertips down toward the mat. Take a nice deep breath. As you inhale, the arms go up overhead. And as you exhale, release the fingertips down. Relax those shoulders together. Draw them away from the ears. Again, inhaling. And exhaling. One more more time. Nice deep breath. Inhaling. This time we're going to greet the palms together at the very top. Exhale, and you bring your palms to heart center. And namaste. All right, so this brings us to our 2-minute meditation drill. So if you're just joining us, welcome. Find your nice comfortable position. Just take a couple deep breaths right now, even after the practice of yoga. Just kind of center yourself again, align yourself, seeing where you are. Nice deep cleansing breath. And what we're going to be doing is for the next 2 minutes, we're just going to be breathing, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through the mouth. Now again, you're going to be counting your breath and you're going to be focusing the exhalation. So really count on the exhalation. So just count as you breathe. If any time throughout this 2-minute time frame, if your mind starts to wander, okay, for whatever reason your mind starts to wander, there can be an outside distraction, noise, or internal distraction, just start your count all over again, okay? So let's go ahead and take a nice cleansing breath, inhaling through your nose. And as you exhale, go ahead and close your eyes. Go ahead and start breathing and counting your breath. All right, go ahead and open up your eyes. Release, relax, return, refreshed, and calm. You've done something good for yourself. Again, go ahead and share your numbers with me. I had a couple people offline tell me one person got up to number 5 and they had to start over. Another one got up to like 2. So again, whatever your numbers are, just celebrate your numbers. Remember, meditation is about a practice. And with any practice, it's going to take time. Perfect practice makes perfection. All right? So again, thank you for taking the time to meditate with me, and also thank you for taking your time to watch this transform your life in 15 minutes. Your word for today is groovy, so I want you to have a groovy day, and I will see you the same time tomorrow. Bye.